They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare. Dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Murray, he's got a man complete. It's Clay. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Murray from midfield. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good pickup, but play in this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to Mixon on 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Sheds another. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A third down gain of 19. Murray now on first down. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now. 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown it,
there he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 39 yards. And the Bengals, and he takes off with it. It's a fake.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, but it's going to be second down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision. I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, but he didn't have full control.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 85 yards. As his guy, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. 24 yards as his guys continue to put this one. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray. Left side here, caught by Clay.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you've won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Green flexing his muscle and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. Twisting away. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. Pretty move. And now running. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
I won.